Good morning, dear children. Welcome to the maths class of Standard 4. Today we are going to start our new chapter, Chapter 8 Fractions. This chapter is from our Term 2 textbook, Chapter 8 Fractions. So, in this chapter, we are going to study about equivalent fractions, problems related to equivalent fractions, like and unlike fractions, adding and subtracting like fractions. So, first we will discuss some introduction about this fractions. We already learned about fractions in the previous years or in the previous classes, but we will revise or recall that once again. After that, we will move to the topics in this chapter. Okay, children? Alright. So, tell me, children, what is fraction? Yes, the parts or pieces of a whole are called fraction. The parts or pieces of a whole are called fraction. For example, if I am taking a chocolate, that is a dairy milk chocolate, okay, there you can see some square parts are there, isn't it? So, if I am taking two square parts from the total 10 square parts of that chocolate, then we can say that I took 2 parts from the 10 parts, isn't it? 2 from 10. So, here in this situation it is very difficult for us to represent that number, isn't it? I am not taking the whole chocolate, I am just taking 2 parts from that chocolate. So, how we can represent? We can't write it as 2 because I am not taking 2 chocolates, only one chocolate is there. I am taking only 2 parts from that chocolate. So, in these situations we are using a special type of number and that are fractions, okay, and that is fractions are showing a part or piece of a whole, okay children. And for example, another example, here you can see an apple and this is a whole apple. Whole apple means a full apple or complete apple. So, this complete apple, if you give half to your sister, then half remains with you and each part is called fraction. Okay. So, if you are cutting this apple and if you are taking one part with you and if you are giving one part to your sister, then we can say that these parts we can represent only in fraction. This representation is fraction. Okay. Look here, one apple is divided into two equal parts. That's why 2 came below the line, below the small line, and you are taking one part. So, 1 upon 2. You can read it as 1 upon 2 or 1 by 2, or this is shows the half of this apple. Okay. Okay. Now, in another words, we can say that fraction is written in the form of numerator by denominator. Fraction is written in the form of numerator by denominator. Children, numerator shows the number of equal parts taken into consideration for a particular case. For example, here I am that boy giving one part to his sister, right? So, that 1 is the numerator, that is the special case. So, that is 1 is the numerator. Now, denominator is the total number of equal parts the whole is divided into, that is the denominator. Got it? So, numerator is the number of equal parts you are taking and denominator is the total number of equal parts. Okay. So, in the previous example, one part you are taking. So, 1 is the numerator and total number of parts. When we are cutting the apple, we will get 2 parts. So, total number of equal parts 2. So, 2 we can write in denominator. Clear children? So, fractions is written in the form of numerator by denominator. Clear children? Okay. Next, some examples for fraction. 1 by 2 or 1 upon 2. We can read it as 1 upon 2 also. Then 2 by 3. 2 upon 3, 3 by 5 or 3 upon 5, 5 by 6 or 5 upon 6. Okay, so this way also you can read. And can you say, children, here 1 is the numerator. In the fraction 1 by 2, 1 is the numerator and 2 is the denominator. In the fraction 2 by 3, 2 is the numerator and 3 is the denominator. In the fraction 3 by 5, 3 is the numerator and 5 is the denominator. In 5 by 6, 5 is the numerator and 6 is the denominator. Now next is half. Half. What is a half? When the whole is divided into two equal parts, each part is called a half. We know when we are dividing a whole into two equal parts, each part is called a half. So look here, the whole is shown here. That whole is dividing into equal parts. So that is half or 1 by 2, 1 upon 2. Okay, so 2 halves makes 1 whole. 2 halves makes 1 whole. That is, when you are adding 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, you will get the answer 1. If you are putting half and half together, you will get the whole. Okay, so half is written as 1 by 2 or 1 upon 2. Next is 1/3. When the whole is divided into 3 equal parts, each part is called 1/3. When the whole is divided into 3 equal parts, each part is called 1/3. So the whole is shown here. So this one is cutting into 3 equal pieces. So 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. 1/3 we can written as 1 by 3 or 1 upon 3. Okay, and when we are putting all these 3 1/3s together, we will get a whole, isn't it? That is 1/3 plus 1/3 plus 1/3 is equal to 1. Okay, that is 3 1/3s make a whole. Next is 1/4. When the whole is divided into 4 equal parts, each part is called 1/4 or quarter. When the whole is divided into 4 equal parts, each part is called 1/4 or quarter. Okay, children. So here look, whole is shown and this whole is dividing into 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4. That is 4 equal parts. So when we are putting these all the 4 parts together, we will get the whole. Got it? That is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is equal to 1. Clear, children? So 1/4. 1/4 we can say as quarter also. Quarter. So this one we can write as 1 by 4 or 1 upon 4. The same way we can say 2 upon 3, 3 upon 4, 4 upon 5. That is 3 by 4, 3 by 5, 3 by 6. The same way you can say. Clear, children? Okay. So next we are going to do some exercises. That is, write the fraction for shaded part. Look at the picture, children. Here in this shape, you have to write the fraction for the shaded part. So first you have to check how many equal parts are here. Yes, count it. 1, 2, 3. Total 3 parts are given. So you can write 3 in denominator. Denominator, where is the position of denominator? Just below the line. That is denominator. You can write 3. Total number of parts. Then number of parts shaded. How many parts shaded? 1. 1 part is shaded. So 1 you can write in numerator. Numerator means above the line. That is 1 by 3 or 1 upon 3 is the fraction. Now look at the second one. Write the fraction for shaded part. 3 parts are shaded here, isn't it? So here you can see a rectangle, and in this rectangle total 8 parts are here and 3 parts are shaded with red color. So the fraction 4 shaded part means the 3 parts are shaded, that you can write in numerator, that is above the line, and total number of equal parts, that are 8, that you can write below the line. Okay, so that is denominator, in the denominator. So the fraction is 3 by 8. Some more questions are given here to answer. So look at the picture, children. In the first picture you can see a hexagon. It's a hexagon. Okay, it is having 6 sides, so it has have the name hexagon. And in the first column you have to write equal parts in the shape. In the second column you have to write fraction for shaded part. Third column fraction for unshaded part. So in the hexagon total number of equal parts are 6. Count it, you will get 6. Then fraction for the shaded part. Here you can see 2 parts are shaded with yellow color. So 2 you can write in numerator, and total number of parts are 6, that you can write in denominator. So 2 by 6 or 2 upon 6 is the fraction for shaded part. Now what is the fraction for unshaded part? Count the number of unshaded parts, that are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts are not shaded. So 4 you can write in numerator, then total number of parts 6, that you can write in denominator. So 4 by 6 is the fraction for unshaded part. The same way you can answer the next figure also. It's a circle, and in the circle there are total 8 equal parts, and among 8 equal parts 3 are shaded with red color, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 parts are not shaded. So fraction for shaded part is 3 by 8. Fraction for unshaded part is 5 by 8. Is it clear, children? Okay, so just now we recalled the fraction. What is fraction? That is, fraction is a part of a whole. And how to write 1/2? 1/2 means 1 by 2. 1/3, 1 by 3. And quarter or 1/4, that is 1 by 4. And this way we can write. And how to write the fraction for a shaded part or unshaded part in a given figure, that also you know that well, isn't it, children? Okay, so everyone go through it very well and study it now. So more about fractions we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.